So the funeral is coming on
14th March.
Are you putting an embargo on it?
14th March.
I don't see 13th December. 14th March.
Obi mu say 13th. 14th. They know me.
Dabi.
Oh, me the batch of my big boss na.
14th March.
Mas me ni na.
Me who no.
13th December ani mo fa nyina hu.
Yes, of course.
13th December.
Anom dey can see here. 14th for no so see. Say.
So are we going to have a double funeral?
Yes.
How?
How is
that possible?
Because the family has not decided on the 13th of March.
That's how you pay no.
So on abusia. Expect no back or to be chile. Must say ye a my wo fie na abusia panyini. We called the expert witness. He came to court. The judge was silent on that. Because in fact, as a matter of fact, the matter before the court was not about a year. It was about marriage. So elsewhere the pronouncement will be made. What do I say? And yet was paying a year, my wolf in a year.
What you say is a December year no mass.
What injunction better so?
Maybe Uncle Fubi train cry. What
injunction better so?
Men cancer, but there was your photo of your 14.
No, you are a legal expert. You be acting man. Are you going to put injunction on it?
No, what
if I made a question, I'm representing
there was not an issue at court whether say year no basso December or in March, but the matter of wife no and then walk court discuss here. Oh dear, me and Kaza personally I will look for but I'm public your penny mommy at the appropriate time. Mon public your penny
I'm first started the evidence about here. Mr. Charles Kwadwo for Sudan Lumba 1964 to 2025 area Tuesday 10th of March 2025.
Okay. What's trending on media no that segment you muhodo any akwa fa ba eno so and I said you should be nene the ewu media ne so IG Facebook TikTok chese hey ya follow chese WhatsApp groups ahodra omo de trending omo de ba begum bia ni afani aboabo ne de abro niti and now the hono ma na chese videos no pop ewo eye ofo ne so esa nene de trending no media platform na any akwa hohwe any akani na abo masole so papa ewom no any de bro nti emu nwura mi ngongo shebi emra
abusom ye nya abusom apanyin
any say
no, he only supervised the activities of the funeral. In this case, from the evidence before of us na abusom apanyin dey say one na yi abra ni nua ba so mpene ni ofa so mpene ni maame so mpene ni nana so mpene wo fa ase for so mpene abusom apanyin so on kwa ye
yo enti say mo appeal and I feel that more
yeah, please. Daniel, we are a veteran officer appeal immediately after the judgment. And now you seek the authorization of the plaintiff. Okay. No say, young Kosunya, no one tears and then tears a chair, or no worry Lumba. Another German will be saying nowadays. 6.3 we also, in our opinion, as lawyers, believe that the judge was wrong. We are going to prosecute the appeal, and you see, we don't want to relate the funeral.
Why are you doing all this? Your client. Why is she doing all this?
She protested against how Lumba was treating her before Lumba's death.
Oh, protesting.
Yes.
Quite Lumba treat you or no?
Yes. Okay. More mommy and son. More to Germany, Bobra. Also Bagana, Banano Mabium, or Tia Onima or Ghana. She believes that that is not fair. You are not giving her the necessary attention. So a lawyer was engaged and the lawyer replied after the death of Lumba. To me, who instructed that lawyer because we were on the instructive man intro
96.3 instructive man intro
obi any to me so a lawyer
so free yes. You are dead
exactly but the lawyer wrote
say
on behalf of Obusu opinion say mano bedi kuna kwase ehunu mobo onye yiri ye jano this what triggered the action
that's Kusi
sewa
so woman Kusi sewa bedi kuna kra
ehunu mobo because as far as they are concerned she's not married to Lumba.
I believe that's Yana.
Yes,
26.3.
That is what they claim, but court is on one put weight on that divorce because officer abusuapanyin ntimi and give enough evidence on that matter. Ebisa na ho so ni ho. When I catch you say abusua be no kan no say ya buy so 20 years ago.
Guarantee say under ordinance obi warrior. Na say osan fetch ko wire fofora. What happens?
That marriage is null ab initio. It's void.
It's void. But what of they be free more baswe?
Nkolani legitimate. But our dear intimate legitimate da. And for instance, somebody lived with another woman, gave birth to 4 children. Nigerian first wife, Akotcha UK, over 20 years. We are in Nigeria Ghana. Oba, after apply for letters of administration. Nigeria no Ghana no.
Lawson FM.
Our warren amanim ni TV apply for letters of administration. Na Nigeria that are now 20 years maybe TM. Said that bimina me yire. Call will do say Nigeria first one now Akotcha budget on Nigeria because she produced marriage certificate quite recently, not even up to 3 months. I did a similar case in Court 3. That judge, Court of Appeal judge, a brilliant judge, delivered himself such a judgment. They couldn't even take another step because it was obvious. Also, sir, Bapara Betrangana ne Obana with 3. If you are more matrimony or honor Obanity, the new wife, no, and the way you apply for a course that you can't. Money there, they are entitled to a share of the estate. About what dear, you can't be entitled to any part of the estate. And in the case of Kusi Broni, or not entitled to any part of Lumba's estate, but the mass if there is evidence that they are Lumba's children, they are all entitled to.
So what of if Lumba will every
Lawson FM
give this to Akusi Sewa, give this to Odo Bronia?
Or Casa Odo Bronia, you Casa my second wife, I answer my wife, I am null and void. So I would describe one as Odo Broni, Medofo said and usual kind of Medofo. Look, Lumba in his lifetime made pronouncements. Was there Akusi Sewa, Mejira Mawan, the ultimate yes. Odua is was a Medofo. They are two different. The man was very conscious of his position because he knew he had married under the term. He was very conscious of that too. He made a public show of Odo Broni, there's no doubt about that, but he always called him Medofo. And Akusi Sewa Mejire, Amatiska wa. So it makes a difference. And we also, in our opinion as lawyers, believe that the judge was wrong. We are going to prosecute the appeal. And you see, we don't want to relate the funeral.
Why are you doing all this? Your client. Why is she doing all this?
She protested against how Lumba was treating her before Lumba's death.
Or protested?
Yes.
Quite Lumba treat you or no?
Yes.
Okay.
More mommy and son. More to Germany, Bobra. Also Bagana, but no Mabium. Or Tia or Ghana. She believes that is not fair. You are not giving her the necessary attention. So a lawyer was engaged and the lawyer replied after the death of Lumba. Who instructed that lawyer because we were on the instructor man in
96.3
instructor man in
Obi will be any 2 minutes of a lawyer.
So yes. You are dead.
Exactly. But the lawyer wrote,
say
on behalf of Obu's opinion, say Manobedi Kuna Krasi Hunumobo on Yeri Jano. This is what triggered the action.
That's Akusi Sewa.
Akusi Sewa.
So Akusi Sewa be Kuna
Hunumobo. Because as far as they are concerned, she's not married to Lumba.
Yes.
96.3.
That is what they claim. But court is on one put to wait on that divorce because officer I was opinion and give enough evidence on that matter. If you say no, so ni ho. When I catch yourself, I was only been a kind of say ya buy as 20 years ago.
Guarantee say under ordinance obi warrior. Now say osan fetch you ko wire fofora. What happens?
That marriage is null ab initio. It's void.
It's void. But what of they be free more baswe?
Nkolani legitimate. But our DNA intimate legitimate da. And for instance, somebody lived with another woman, gave birth to 4 children. Nigerian first wife, I got UK over 20 years. We are in Nigeria, Ghana. Oba, after apply for letters of administration. Nigeria, no Ghana, no.
Lawson FM.
Our warren, a man in the TV, apply for letters of administration. And Nigeria, that are now 20 years, maybe TM. Said that Bimina Mia call will do say any first one now, I got on any because she produced marriage certificate quite recently, not even up to 3 months. I did a similar case in court 3. That judge, Court of Appeal judge, or a brilliant judge, delivered himself such a judgment. They couldn't even take another step because it was obvious. Also, sir, Bapara Betrangan and Obana with 3. If you are more matrimony or honor or vanity in your wife, no, and the way you occupy or apply for a course that you can't. Money there, they are entitled to a share of the estate. About what dear, you can't be entitled to any part of the estate. And in the case of Kusi Broni, or not entitled to any part of Lumba's estate, but the mass if there is evidence that they are Lumba's children, they are all entitled to.
So what of if
96.3?
Oh, okay.
It is evident. Or say. Abusuano kushia wo ho and discussing during the day of the marriage they ask Lumba unire or so no aware of Germany but I break it down beyond reconciliation. So why divorce if in their own evidence it is broken down beyond reconciliation. Okay. What does it mean? And this was an admitted fact, but because it was ordinary we needed to produce a certificate for the judge to be bold enough to say so. There is. And apart from the certificate, there were base of evidence to show that the people were married. Even this video, I'm not part of the the day that they go married. Yes. What does it? And there was evidence to show that there was married. Legally. And the judge pronounced that be on into there was no marriage until the already traditional one. Tell no Japadi any be. But yet overturning decision at Japadi will be over Sunday.
Yes, the money be
Manu Diano. Now, sir, or no advantage when the money is 6. All things being equal, all DNA proved. The money is 6.
And you have doubt.
The way you are talking, DNA proved. As a lawyer, have been consistent about DNA.
You need doubt.
As we've been consistent.
I know na mamini nyae ehu from na niemam for the send here.
Enti ada na dada a chese no ya no hu ye.
Oh yes, who pressure na e case na. You can't blame me. 2004 video. So she has to search all over. I don't know who you know dream can was send here.
But say even video we cry on what the court the court no will not necessarily just place weight on it. Because a bit remember say bia on a Lumba cry and your contract we almost sign.
Oh, there be share video yeah. Certificate near the buy and family book no.
Okay.
It may not be the full proof, but it's evidence to support.
Evidence to support.
Indeed, there was something in Germany, and voice woman.
Oh, okay.
There's a voice there to a butia. What the German marriage register or casano. We can translate that word for people to know. And remember, this was a record case. He did the shortest possible time.
Of course. Well, client are much disappointed.
Of course, her expectations were high because it looks like class 1 + 1. They say a 5. Usuko school was a 1 + 1 a 2. To suggest say yako, baby yako manufacture marriage certificate. Akulakro organ and himself Lumba ni akusa se wa eware.
Abu Sampani says marriage certificate document mo ya na was town.
It is easy for him to say that. A shameless human being. Kusi, who is the cause of that? So bit me una asantimamu, nana bushia, ne sister count, no fan count, ne ma main count, no be semi abusabo free, but no abefa, Kusi. What be that? If you say what you pay them da. So when you say abusua panya be for so go see no dey woni say. It's so absurd. And he should be the last person to speak.
So
abusua omo na omo ye soft to media na mana ko na we dey. Say abusua bi anu we be sim. Me ye ko na abusua panyi no, e ko na ni bi obeyesa. Abusua bi anu obeyesa.
Did you in any way request the court say na onfa injunction and to a year so?
Oh yes, I did in the beginning.
But court na granted.
I want granted.
And now
I didn't explain why we had to do a 2 weeks trial.
Yeah.
To ensure say the court to make a decision before the funeral. That is the consoling order she made when she refused the injunction.
To grant the injunction. For now, that is on the 14th, you know. Yeah, Baba ye, Lumba ye.
14th March,
and the December 13th, so another Lumba ye.
I know the year. I was a person on your year. I was one a year, and my wolf in a year. I was a person on your year. So, I saw ya, obey my year again without the family.
On our autopsy for Lumba body.
We are not aware. We are in a bush anymore. Like the court said, a funeral year, a bush year, Yeredia. We are a bush anymore. No, my autopsy. This is my memo. So they want to do a second one to ensure. Say he died naturally because they suspect that there was foul play.
Obi asam ne sentade we nyina sabusuan mu ja mane kana mu Kusi Lumba sundwe mu na emma enu koyi kuna na ye den lawyer
aye bibi pa ajese o ware na se okunu kopa empena no ne wo a waya yire notwithstanding the type of marriage and ye bibi pa ye twasa ye make sure say twa na esanatene ye ntwa nchiachia and ye bibi pa so unu na ewu ye. And I would say, yes, we are 2 days or your fit. We are through the Amanabajina gate to my meal. Naturally, yes, we are. So, I know that. And it's by basis of information and your clear or more narration of the hospital. A visual woofy. What is
wow? Observe Sabia Fen or joined in Ezra TV, Ezra Radio. So, Council, Mitidia Okenya there. You are prepared for an appeal?
I believe so, for academic purposes. A year there. In fact, let me say this. A year issue.
Yeah.
Because man court because of a year.
Sure.
The injunction was just incidental. Mine was in respect of the marriage. And you know, that is where my concentration is. The rest is not my business.
And your banner say even say you no crack or so crash still you would want to pursue with
of course
with the instruction from your client and over to us or we a year you cry still be person over court for determination.
Of course.
Say yeah lawyer fem fio yeah lawyer Kusi bema o yeah lawyer Kusi ama abusua panyi bi because o ama abusua panyi bad pressure cost abusua for abusua panyi 12 lawyer Kusi ono mesi lawyer Kusi onje bribe wo di asem ne ba wo tra no office osika asem ne nukure kire me o kan nyina no ahwe case no wo di fo a wo se asem e de kokoto ayentimi ndipem ko o baby o hwe case ne na wo di be mo se asem e fabula be medi akiri case bi a lawyer we obekje na adu so obedi akire bia ye lawyer asem a okura concrete evidence a wo di be di nkunim court we sha ase ne mhwe ni din no oboni tatis and wa ma busua panyi to asa abusua panyi ni o witness we ya be witness nyina ewu abusua panyi why na ka kire wo se ya wari odo Broni o si nipa na o ka kire me no ya ba ya owai wawu abusua panyi wona sa ka kire se ya wari odo Broni na wa se no ya witness Faustina Fosu wai Faustina Fosu so wai ale watran kran abusua panyi What's your witness? My witness, the beer woo. Na omo maka we menkai bi abusua ne wa enti omo maka no menkai bi. Eh, kwa na abusua. Adansi krumu ebetime agu animu ase. Abusua panyi. Wo ye panya oda paako for as case we ndia paako so for muntu abusua panyi we oye disgrace to paako so corona nkasa. Case where ndia paako abusua panyi we muntu no na ogu kuro ni nyina ni mu ase. Abusua panyi fa atesem enya asem da. Abusua panyi ada abusua ne yemfa yese enya asem da. Untimi nko tufuo ni nko kase nana mete se debi na wo ho debi uni ho a yemfa enya asem. Dikapanyimu te se wo ada abusua kasia no. Se nye sika ni bre ene ye wo a enke beye den na wetima ton wani mu nyampa fontro sese wona mo a abusua panyi na wusi butrase because eni nguase wo gu ho pa no senka case we se sha ase a enka wo first interview a wo yeye wo see that Lumba ina minim no eya edi akosu ase wa oti Germany no maami akosu ase wa nko na anim no na oba na that Lumba ni tifie no I was also on this yes and negate no. That the Lumba wu ya o ma wo fa ase fo ne se o mo fa phone nkoma akola no. Ge na anje phone no wan kasa. Enti ya wo abusua panyi wo se ya mekra ya. E wo kura wa disrespect wo abusua panyi no. Wo ko 1 week e ko bie sika so kire wo ya hye wo bo. Wo ba ya no obeku hu animu ase. Ewi ase na wo dwen se nko na ya abusua panyi nti wo kan ye fine na ba woni se case we no. Nyankopon se wom Ghana fonsa wom enti wontimi fa wo panya de se wogu ani ma se sei wase wudi wabusua panya ye beje afiri nsam se wo no wagu ho ani mu ase wagu mani mu ase wagu yire ani mu ase wagu wabusua ani mu ase asemba akopa wo beka yewu se makoti se awari odo Broni ni eno na agu ani mu ase wo first interview na wo ye no anka sa me ka dadi Lumba on the sisi ke besie no because asumdue no kuro we ye nto sebe wo ye panyina kanokore n'enyini che entwantro disika ni brechi enton ho hwese na wo panyi that Lumba busu panyi we be interview pa first day omun GH for interview pa what wa mitimu se wabasa soso so ankasa like u teach na na hwe wo court wo sokura hi entro ba akopa betwa enti na se wakoye nhwehwemu ni esi awari o akola na wo ho debi yemfa atesem nya asem uye panyi onya akora hwan ne ka chewa de ka chewo nu omawu
Bidi dia Broni we say wa like ya comment ama fofo enye bi ahwe na ba ne so das yo opese yenye advert emfa ma wa fa ne frey e beje so aha e live Ghana TV